Hello, I'm Lottie, aka Sneezy Ferret, and wake up to a new day in Starmer's Britain, where another disaster happens. I suppose Starmer couldn't be directly blamed for this one, but I can at least laugh because I think his digital ID card idea is going to backfire massively. So, what did I wake up to this morning? Well, I woke up to the article of half the internet goes down. I said in a previous video we are moving way too fast to digitising all of our services, and it seems like we're outsourcing them. So let's get into this. Half the internet goes down after Amazon cloud outage leaves millions unable to use Ring, Alexa, and banking apps. As experts say, we can't rule out a cyber attack. Now, most of you might be thinking, was this in Britain? No, it wasn't in Britain. This affected an Amazon cloud facility in the US. But it shut down our banks. It's a good question. Let's get into the article. A major outage... I've just woken up, so sorry. A major outage has affected half the internet, with millions of people left unable to access sites including Snapchat, Fortnite and Duolingo, as well as several banking apps. The problem lies with Amazon Web Services, a cloud computing service that powers much of the infrastructure behind many websites. And it seems like gov.uk is one of them. The outage which just makes me laugh. We're going to deal with this in-house. That's what they've said in regards to making the digital ID. They're gonna make it in-house. I would have thought that gov.uk would have been made in-house, but obviously not. The outage has also affected popular Amazon services, including Amazon.com, Amazon Alexa, Ring, and Amazon Prime Video. Glad I wasn't trying to watch something last night. The issues began shortly after 8 a.m. British Standard Time, according to Down Detector, with more than 6,000 reports from affected US customers. Another 1,600 customers, and counting, are affected in the UK, according to Down Detector, a site that monitors internet outages. Jake Moore, a tech expert and security advisor at ESAT, thinks the huge outage is likely due to an internal error at Amazon. However, he says we can't rule out a cyber attack at this stage. Look, it doesn't matter whether it was a cyber attack or whether it was internal error. They managed to mess up a large chunk of the internet. So, how are you feeling about digital ID and its security? Whew. Speaking to the Daily Mail, he said, while a cyber attack can't be ruled out until AWS releases its full post-incident report, there's no current evidence of hacking, data breaches or coordinated attacks. No, just failure to do something. Just all-out failure. Down Detector gets network status updates from social media platforms, reports submitted to its website and other sources around the web. It only reports an incident when the number of problem reports is significantly higher than the typical volume for that time of day. According to the site, the issue stems from problems at Amazon's massive data center site in North Virginia, the US East 1 central hub, which is a critical hub for the global internet. In all, 75% of the reported problems are coming from US East 1, while the remainder are coming from 2 other US sites. Professor James Davenport, an IT expert from the University of Bath, says it's worrying that an outage in that region, the one in the US, is impacting UK banking apps, including Lloyds and Halifax. UK banks should be confining their usage to the UK, or at least European regions. Yeah. It's fun, isn't it? It might be that they rely on some service that usually runs out of US East 1. Obviously, this is causing an impact now, but it might mean that some customer data is being handled in the US, or possibly that customer usage patterns, even if not actual banking data, can be inferred. Customer usage patterns. This would seem to indicate at least some unexpected dependency, easy enough to happen, but proper cloud auditing should have detected it. If Lloyds itself is responsible, quite possibly a third-party dependency which Lloyds has not guarded against. In any case, it's worrying. Yeah, it's very worrying. Several frustrated users have taken to X to discuss the outage. Ring doorbell camera's not working for 13 hours. I can't view history on the app and can't sign in on the website, one user tweeted. Another wrote, is anyone else's Amazon Alexa down? Can't turn on any lights at home since they're all Alexa controlled. Yeah, do not digitise your homes fully because stuff like this happens. Did you not listen to what happened a few years ago with that bloke who apparently someone cut off his access to everything in his home, including his own fridge? Fun. One joked, me coming to Twitter to actually verify I'm not the only one experiencing the outage on Snapchat, alongside a GIF. AWS provides cloud computing services to individuals, universities, governments, and companies worldwide. Governments, that's the one I care most about, but we'll get into that in a minute. And such as servers, storage, networking, remote computing, email, mobile development, and security. When AWS goes down, so do other websites that use its services, which is an embarrassing blow to the Amazon-owned platform, as these companies, universities, individuals, and governments pay to use their services. Major British banks, including Lloyds and Halifax, are among the services that are affected, as well as gov.uk, which is needed for applying for visas, renewing passports, and managing taxes. Don't worry, that same government that relies on outsourcing for all this stuff is going to be fine with all of your information. Just right. And you could say, yes, this was Amazon's fault and it wasn't our government's fault, but why the hell is our government relying on companies such as Amazon to keep its... Everybody out there should be aware of what I'm trying to say. It's just dumb. Why aren't you using a UK firm? I thought that was your thing, a bit British. But anyway, the tech giant has acknowledged the issue on AWS Health dashboard page, saying there is an operational issue affecting multiple services. Yes. Engineers were immediately engaged and are actively working on both mitigating the issue and fully understanding the root cause. And yet it's unclear what the exact cause of the outage is. Daily Mail has contacted AWS for comment. There are many causes behind online outages. Yeah, it could be massive storms, although usually they have a lot in place for that. But the problem is most likely because of technical errors relating to the configuration. Yeah. So running with the headline, cyber attack, probably not best, but I get it. I get it. Clickbaity, you got to. However, other outages are due to cyber attacks, attempts by criminals to damage or destroy a computer network or system. Mr. Moore said this error looked to have caused a cascading failure where one system's slowdown disrupted others across the platform. It once again highlights the dependency we have on relatively fragile infrastructures with very limited backup plans for such outages, he told the Daily Mail. Yeah, so what happens when the UK has outsourced the storage for all of our digital ID and everything, and that goes down, and, well, we can't do anything. We'd have to sit at home. Won't be able to get past those checkpoints now, will we? Right. Sorry. AWS has about 30% of the global cloud infrastructure market that makes up a large proportion of the internet, so an outage like this can hit hard across the world. Yeah, you're damn right. Because so many global apps and websites rely so heavily on AWS for cloud hosting and data processing, this disruption rapidly becomes widespread and creates a knock-on effect to many services. Dr. Mani Neary, senior cybersecurity lecturer at Oxford Brookes University, thinks there's been a serious failure at North Virginia. Yeah, obviously, duh. The wide disruption of major services like Amazon's own platforms like Prime Video and Alexa to other services such as Snapchat and Fortnite appears from what we know so far to indicate a serious failure in the main AWS US East 1 region, he told the Daily Mail, saying exactly the same as everybody else. Has anyone got anything new? This does not seem... Sorry, I'm so impatient when I'm tired. This does not seem to be a small software problem, but may involve a failure in a key part of the internet's backbone, such as networking, storage, or compute services, which are essential for the operation of dependent applications. Yeah. Dr. Neary continued, for all affected businesses, this incident is a strong reminder that relying on only one cloud region is very risky. I would say that relying on the internet for everything is very risky these days. I really do. Companies should quickly assess their exposure, ensure they use multiple regions and failover systems, and maintain robust offline backups. While cloud computing is very useful, this outage highlights the need for better resilience, redundancy, and clear communication from providers to reduce the I need to go back to bed. To reduce the impact of such problems and maintain customer trust. So I'm just going to quickly go through the platforms that were affected by the outage so that you can guess what problems we might face in the future. Snapchat, Amazon Alexa, Ring, PlayStation Network, Roblox, Peloton, MyFitnessPal, Ancestry, Life360, Zoom, Clash Royale, Brawl Stars, Amazon, Dread by Daylight, Zero, Amazon Prime, Signal, IMDb, Blink Security, Eventbrite, Wordle, Flickr, HMRC, Amazon Music, Asana, Tidal, Coinbase, Perplexity, Duolingo, Rocket League, Square, Slack, SmartStrait, gov.uk. There you go. I missed out a few, but it is gov.uk. What was it, the last one, damn it? Oh, Pokemon Go went down. Oh, that's sad. Alright, well, I'm sure everything will be back up very shortly. Hey, Ferret. I'm going to leave you all here with the same message that I do with every video, which is don't trust Starmer with your data. It won't be in Britain. It'll be somewhere else on the earth. So much for in-house, huh? Anyway, see you all in the next video. Bye-bye. Mwah. Good kisses. Mwah. Kiss the microphone, not camera. Are you trying to bite me? I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye. Right, so which setting have I got that makes me look less dead? Maybe I should just go for a colour this morning. I look so bad, but I've got to record this.
Why do you look bad? You're beautiful.
I look like I got out of bed. I know I just did, but no. Oh, okay, that one will do. That's our usual one.
Okay.
I got a spot.
Let's have a look.